Stephen Miller blames a vast Democrat domestic terror movement and says the White House will use the DOJ and DHS resources to identify, disrupt, dismantle, and destroy. If there was any sort of seriousness, if there was any sort of sincerity with like good governance or anything like that, the DOJ already actually released an investigation into which side is responsible for more violence, more domestic terror. But the answer is something that Republicans don't like. They deleted that investigation. They conducted an investigation into which ideological leaning is responsible for a larger percentage of terror. This is on the Wayback Machine now because unfortunately the National Institute of Justice has deleted the link that isn't archived. Militant, nationalistic, white supremacist, and violent extremism is increasing in the United States. In fact, the number of far-right attacks continues to outpace all other types of terrorism and domestic violent extremism. Since 1990, far-right extremists have committed far more ideologically motivated homicides than far-left or radical Islamist extremists, including 227 events that took more than 520 lives. In the same period, far-left extremists committed 42 ideologically motivated attacks that took 78 lives. A recent threat assessment by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security concluded that domestic violent extremists are an acute threat and highlighted a probability that COVID-19 pandemic-related stressors, longstanding ideological grievances related to immigration, and narratives surrounding electoral fraud will continue to serve as a justification for violent actions. But hey, they deleted it, so it doesn't exist anymore. You can just act like that's not the case.